Okay, so here's what we got. Sorry, this is the best I can do camera-wise by myself, but this is my '06 Dyna, and had to get some tires put on it recently, and taking it off of the trailer, I bent my spring on the kickstand. So, the dealer said it was bent and wouldn't work, and couldn't put it back on there, and didn't have one in stock. So they put my tires on and sent me home with a dangling kickstand, which was not fun. So I got home and I fought this for several days, and trying to vice grip and pliers and just the strength to pull it to get it back in place. I could not get it. I was so frustrated, and then I had an epiphany about, long story short, about tying hay to a trailer when I was younger, and knots and rope, and my granddaddy's leverage with rope lessons. So here's what I have. So I ordered a new spring from Lowbrow Customs, not bent, happens to be black, which is even better. So I put this on once I found a cool way. So I'm going to try to show you how I done it by taking this original one off and sticking the new one that's not bent on. This one works, but it is a little weak where it bent the spring on the trailer. So all I'm going to do is take a piece of rope and tie 2 double knots, okay? Loop knots, overhand knots in the end. And then the other end of rope, I'm going to wrap around this end, around the peg, back through the back loop. The front loop's going to go on the front of the spring right there. Hope you can see this. This loop is going to go around the peg, and I'm going to pull this, and this just makes kind of a double loop. But what it does is this leverage allows me to pull the rope and release that spring with one hand. I just pulled the rope with one hand. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to leave all this hook like it is. I'm going to hook my spring. You see with the bend, maybe you can see the bend there opened up. So I'm going to stick this spring on the kickstand, put that same loop back over that. Now this one might be a little harder to pull because it's a new spring. Let me get a hold of it. Yeah, it's going to take 2 hands, but if it starts to get too tight, you just wrap it around the kickstand or the peg. I need to pull just a little bit more. So I can double wrap it around the peg and hold it until I can get it up on there. And this aftermarket one is much stronger. Went too far that time. Push it up there, let off with your rope. Now you might have to pull the rope around. All that was to get it off of the spring, and it actually, you see it actually nicked the rope. You could have just cut the rope and done the same. You can buy a big enough piece of rope for about $1.50. But that was removing a spring and putting a little stronger aftermarket spring on it. Real quick, not hard to do with a piece of rope.